Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, dear friends, viewers, and listeners. We are passing through a very critical phase of our history here in Pakistan. At one hand, our political culture has been greatly uh, improved, is showing signs of improvement. Parliamentary committee has been established to deal with Panama Leaks issue of offshore companies, and there was another revelation by our able professor and now member of National Assembly, Madam Shirin Mazari, that she has initiated a bill regarding powers of Parliament to ratify treaties. But that bill is missing somewhere. So she is not a member of a ruling party, so that is quite natural. And everybody knows the destiny of that bill. You need a majority in the House to uh, pass a legislative measure. And once it is not there, then that is a mere initiative. But it's a good effort. And I appreciate such initiatives, keeping the fact in view that we are a federation. And even if you would not have been a federation, normally it is so that all the treaties, international treaties, are normally ratified by the parliaments in democratic countries. So hope the government might also sponsor that bill, because that will make the system more transparent. At least nobody will be able to sell us as our leader. Now the concern raised before me is that drone attack on a vehicle in Noshki area of Balochistan. Our foreign office has called US ambassador and has lodged protest of, that it's a violation of Pakistan's sovereignty. Uh, in tribal areas, drone attacks were so common, but in settled areas of Pakistan, that is almost second drone attack, because there was a drone attack in Hangu too, which is also a settled area. It's a very complex issue. You see, there are certain people who says that there is a tacit understanding between American government and Pakistan's government, from the days of General Pervez Musharraf, that nobody will be having any objection upon drone attacks. But that cannot be substantiated with any documentary evidence, and even General Musharraf refutes this, that no such understanding exists between USA and Pakistan. Well, the simple solution of it is that once the coordination is there against terrorism as strategic allies between USA and Pakistan, then it will be better for United States to inform Pakistan government regarding existence of any terrorist on Pakistani soil, and then Pakistan security forces, they have a sole right to take action against him, against the said terrorist, and that will, I think, will not cause that much uproar which is being visible here now. And besides, killing of, I do not appreciate the elimination of the terrorists. I do want them to be arrested alive, so the information regarding their networks can be extracted and the whole network can be handled then. It has a dimension. Once their leader is being hit and the network is still intact, then they do also react, and they kill too many innocent people. We have lost more than 60,000 civilians and armed forces men during past many years in their retaliatory attacks. So I think that method will work, that once you capture them alive with the help of Pakistan security forces, and if you succeed to get all the information regarding their network, you can handle them in a more effective way. So that is my point of view, and even that identity is also a cause of concern, because a passport and another ID card is there probably. That reflects that the guy killed is named as, is having a name as Wali Muhammad, and his driver Azam. And the US sources, they are claiming that the Taliban top man has been killed. Maybe those documents are fake, and it is also a cause of concern that the vehicle is burned, the bodies are burned in attack, but their passports and identity papers are still intact and are being found in a very good shape. So the whole issue is very tricky, and but again I'll repeat that it will be better that there shall be, if there is a coordination, and there shall be, if there is any such person on Pakistani soil, he shall be arrested alive. Another good news is about within the party elections, our able information minister, I like him so much, he's very witty, and obviously he is our ultimate boss, because I also work for Associated Press of Pakistan as a part-time correspondent, and he has revealed in a TV interview that even hereditary political organization like PMLN is going to hold within the party elections. So now we are moving towards true democracy. Uh, by this way, we can engage a lot of people. He has announced that enrollment campaign. They're issuing forms for party membership, and that is good. I mean, that makes sense. You see, uh, and I'm also taking pride in all this because with 5-7 videos on YouTube, if I can change the destiny of my people, if I can bring them into true democracy, uh, that is a great source of delight to me. And sometimes those who cannot understand uh, why do I do this on voluntary basis, uh, my Baba used to say, may God bless his soul, uh, he was he was a sole provider of bread and butter to his employees. Uh, he was a good trainer, and too many people are still earning their bread and butter because of his contributions. He was a great man. So once, when I was too young, once he has told me that, son, once he had advised me, son, always try to improve the situation around you. Always try to better your life and the lives of others around you. And a dog was sitting aside and was moving his tail on the ground like a broom. So he came up with the example that, son, look, even the dog where he sits cleans the place first. So it is your country and you have to improve the lot of your people. Baba was great, yeah. So I miss him too much sometimes, and that's why, since my childhood, wherever I am, I try to improve the situation. Whether it's an institution, as a head of the institution, I always did that. As a Baba by myself, my children, sometimes I do have a lot of doctor friends, okay, but I don't meet them often. We meet on Eid days. Obviously, I do have childhood friends. They're 9 in number, and three among them are doctors. So on Eid days, we used to hold a one-dish party, make a get-together. So, but I never go to them as a passion. It is not me, my family too, even my children. They never get sick. I train them in a way that they're very healthy beings, and you guys can check my record in the organizations where I have worked and where I am still working. I never applied for a single penny as a medical allowance or anything. And once you know how to live a healthy life, how you can maintain your quality of life, and if you apply it upon your own family and on your own friends too. And my doctor friends are great, you know. They did a great job since my childhood. So sorry. Since my childhood, is that one doctor friend of mine, his brothers are mostly, he is having 9 brothers, and among 9, 6 are doctors. So he was very well informed since childhood. And he used to provide information to me, especially regarding quality of life and how to maintain that. So my utmost effort is that whatsoever I can do to improve the lot, not of only of my people, but my thinking is global. I want everybody in the world to be very happy and healthy. And I do come up with the ideas, and I do vehemently oppose that polluting efforts of certain humans whom are bent upon creating environment unfriendly industry and initiatives in international at international level, like wars. I always strive to resolve the problems on table, through table talks. I mean, war is not an option in my dictionary, but obviously I'm not ruling the world. The world rulers are, sometimes they do listen to me and sometimes they do not. Sometimes they cannot understand me even. If I say that before going into Iraq, the Americans would have done some comparative studies, some research upon Iraqi culture, they would have been realized that Baba Saddam Hussein was a much better man than his previous uh, counterparts. We are not supposed to, as Americans, we are not supposed to think in our terms that the whole world is like us. Middle East is having its own culture, its own values. The type of democracy which we are having in the United States of America, that is not there in Middle East. They are also passing through an evolutionary phase. Some of them are so innocent. A guy in Dubai is some sort of sheikh. So he was interviewed by BBC or someone, and he was justifying prostitution in Dubai, and he don't know. That sheikh was justifying prostitution in Dubai on a plea that it is very American. He does not know that in no state of United States of America prostitution is allowed. That is illegal in almost all the states of United States of America. It's the worst kind of exploitation of human body and soul. So they are trying to be very American somehow, and they do misunderstand the American values too. Those who don't know, let me tell them that America is not like this as is being projected there. Even if you are a state guest here, as I was, you cannot insult anybody there. They are having that Rifles Club, the largest in the world. Each person there holds a gun. possesses a gun, nobody can insult there, nobody can abuse there. Even to interact with their woman, that is also a very risky issue. They can kill. I mean, it is not like this that that Sheikh has, and I do discourage such element. They shall not appreciate. I will appreciate more that His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, if he takes notice of this situation and shall come up with some financial scholarships for such women whom are compelled to do this dirty business, and shall facilitate the populace to get engaged in marital relations in a lawful manner, and we shall clean the world. We shall not misinterpret the American values. Go and see by yourself. Nobody allows prostitution there in the United States of America. In no state of, even I had taken notice of the situation when some American girls were trapped in India. They are also very lousy people, some of them. They had trapped American girls in marriages, and then they had compelled those girls for prostitution there. And I was the first one who had contacted Poppy Harlow. She is the CNN correspondent, and I had informed her about the situation, the data which I had received from India. I had communicated to her, and I had advised her to spread that data all around USA, so the girls shall become aware of the fact that they can fall into trap of prostitution in India. I'm only their honorary citizen. I'm not a full-fledged citizen of United States of America. I was awarded with honorary citizenship along with my 3 other colleagues by Governor Nebraska, and I do take care of them. That is my moral duty, and I do try to save them. I dislike such things, such practices where the humans are being brought down from their dignified status as humans. Selling of body or soul is not very human. That is slavish, and I cannot encourage slavery in any sense. I do discourage such people who are involved in such practices. So I think that issue is also now quite clear, and what else? Prime Minister, he is having a problem that is being revealed by our able information minister, Abdur Raziq, that there was an operation, surgical operation in his body, and that was not being done properly by surgeons. So he needs it again. He needs the surgery again, and that's why he is in London now for 5 days, along with our First Lady. Is there. So we all must pray for his health and well-being. I hope that he will come back soon. And there is another very funny practice in Pakistan which I dislike, on the grounds that those who are doing it, they are putting themselves in a difficult situation, and the people Two, once there, once the election is near, then it is quite logical. The time frame has been given to the political parties to hold rallies and all other activities to attract people. But once we are still away, 2 years away almost from general elections, I don't find any reason for anyone to uh, come out with large rallies in such a hot weather. Okay, those who are protesting, the farmers who are protesting on streets of Lahore, they are sitting on Mall Road. Their problems are genuine and they want redressal of their grievances. So even they should not have been suffering so much there. Their problems should have been addressed immediately. But there's lousy responses from the government that I don't appreciate. That should not. Government shall take them seriously and all their genuine demands shall be accepted as soon as it is possible. So those fun gatherings in such a hot weather, even by my hunch is that uh, uh, it is good to inaugurate a bridge, but then to hold a big rally in a hot summer there, and then a huge address, lengthy address, at a time that already you are having a surgery, probably it's a heart surgery or some other problem is there. Obviously that will lead you back to the hospital because there is no need to make the people realize that you are doing something great for them. Just go and inaugurate the bridge, check the whole thing, whether those guys are doing well or not. So putting a load on your brain or on your heart and this is, I will again quote an example of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed of Dubai. He moves around in his Range Rover all the day. He checks everything. He listens to the new ideas. He inaugurates obviously all the projects, millions of projects which are going on there. Not very often, probably I haven't seen any video regarding his inaugurations activities. He never addresses any gathering. He never make his people realize that he is a big man and he's doing too much for them. He's doing it and people, they know that he is doing good for them. People are not blind. You don't have to engage the whole media while inaugurating a small bridge, taking so much pressure on your brain while making a big speech there that you are the one who can. Yeah, these are little things, and your health is so important for us. So try to avoid such situations if you want to be a healthy being in this age. Once it is required, once the elections are near and you need to address, you can do those State of the Union type addresses as President of America do after every month or 2 months. Or keep a tenure, make a tenure for that, and make a routine for that, and come on TV and tell everything to the people what you are doing. But taking so much load going into public, that is a security risk too, and besides it exerts a lot of pressure on brain and heart and nerves too. So the final outcome is hospitalization, and we need a very intelligent prime minister who is always healthy and doing too many things. Pakistan is a big country having big problems, and It's still a developing country, so we want someone very energetic who is round the clock active and doing too many great things without going into trouble to make everybody realize after every second that I am that big great man who is doing all this uh, uh, in big processions and rallies. So I hope that my friends will not mind all this. But it is so. I do by myself. Those near to me, they know that I do big things. I do great things, not only for my country but for the rest of the world too. But I never make them realize that I am the one who has done that. And they know and they respect me and they love me. They love my children. They love my family. Um, Even the children of my friends, which I have adopted in Middle East, they are being loved, and I think that they are now in a better position than before. And by this way, life moves on, and we all learn from each other. We teach each other too, and we do great things. We can make mistakes too, but it is good not to make mistakes. Uh, that is good for our own health too. So uh, I'm so happy that the situation around me is moving towards, especially with our political culture. Everything is within the parliament is going on in a very, very nice way. There was no scuffle so far, and everyone is so concerned about the well-being of others. And the Karachi Sindh government was swift to announce vacations, early vacations in hot summer to save the children there. Temperatures are going high. I think others will also follow. Punjab government has yesterday announced some measures regarding the well-being of the children. So the constitutional mandate uh, which our political leadership has is such that they are supposed to protect and take care of the people. Once the elections are over, the Prime Minister is responsible for the well-being of the whole country. And opposition is uh, responsible body. They are the government in waiting. If they win next elections, they can be the rulers of Pakistan. And everybody expect, and constitutionally, they are responsible for extending healthy criticism. They can make corrections. They can come up with better ideas. They are also supposed to lead. And the one who leads in a better way definitely wins the respect of his country fellows, the world leaders, the better world leaders. They do win the respect of the whole world. So, on home front in Pakistan, these were the major issues and major concerns raised before me in one way or another. And I think that I came up with some ideas, and I'll repeat again regarding drone attacks that the much better way is, once we are strategic partners, then Pakistan security forces shall be informed about the existence of any bad guy on our side, so he can be arrested, and there is no need to violate the borders of Pakistan. Airspace violations are not good. Even if the government is silent regarding it, that causes divisions in us. The problem is that we were having a large number of Islamic-minded people in our armed forces who were encouraged by America too during war in Afghanistan against Soviets. So once that Islamic-minded people are not all retired, they're still holding many big positions. So they really feel bad when they're being compelled to kill those who are also Muslims, not in a true sense, but they claim to be Muslims. Their beliefs and their practices are quite contrary to Islam, but at least they claim that they're Muslims, and they're making that appearances of Muslims look like growing big beards and all that. So that causes divisions within our own establishment. So it will be better to tackle this issue in a more intelligent way without annoying those who are pro-Taliban and are sitting there in our government offices. And they won't be having that much big objection if we catch them alive, and if there is they can be charged on war crimes because they have killed too many innocent people within Pakistan. With the support of their supporters within the Pakistan, because nobody can do anything on a foreign soil without the local support. Obviously, drones, they also need intelligence information from the ground. Somebody has to keep that chip somewhere which leads the drone to attack a specific vehicle or something. So on the ground, local support is always needed. I think better course of action will be to be a strategic partner in a long term, and without embarrassing government functionaries here. We all are against terrorism, and we dislike any authoritarian entity which is bent upon imposing their brand of Islam upon us. We don't encourage them, we don't support them. That modus operandi shall be there, that once the intelligence is being provided to Pakistan security forces, they will take good care of. Then there is no need to do violations because the government is often being embarrassed here, and the question of sovereignty arises here. And I hope that I have tackled these issues in apt manner. I wish all of you all the best. Bye.